Good evening, everyone. Aye. All right, I'm going to read the Statement of Compliance with the Sunshine Law. This meeting is being held in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, and adequate notice of this meeting has been provided as required by law. Specifically, the annual notice was emailed to the West Essex Tribune and the Star-Ledger on January 2nd, 2024, and the 48-hour notice was emailed to the West Essex Tribune and the Star-Ledger on December 11, 2024. The agenda and resolutions for the meeting are available on www.livingstonnj.org. Certain portions of this meeting may be closed for the public for the purpose of personnel and/or other matters as outlined in the Sunshine Law. Decisions made and/or discussed in closed session will be known to the public at a later time. Notice to members of the governing body and township staff: any use of electronic devices during this meeting shall be used solely for the purposes of township business, and any communications are subject to the Open Public Records Act. To the extent possible, this evening's Township of Livingston Council meeting will be live streamed via Facebook at www.facebook.com/Livingston Township NJ. Questions or comments will be accepted by emailing livcomments@livingstonnj.org by 4 p.m. on the day of the meeting. Each speaker should follow the rules of order in Livingston Code Section 2-15. Carolyn, roll call, please.
Thank you, Mayor. Councilmember Votani.
Here.
Vieira.
Present.
Klein.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Meinhardt.
Here.
Mayor Anthony.
Here. If we could stand for a moment of silence and the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Eileen Fishman, I don't believe, is here for the Essex County updates. Okay, next we have the proclamations and presentations for tonight. First one up is the National Charity League, NCL, and the Young Men Service League, YMSL. And I see someone brought cookies up here, which are reindeers and chocolate chips. And is this NCL brought this up? We'll share with the council up here. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. NCL, you may have, and I'm glad you guys wear your shirts tonight, because NCL is a group that is in town. In fact, Sally, you founded it in town, and we're going to have you come up here and just say a few words. NCL is something that you may have seen, we may have seen, because we're at a lot of events. They've helped Livingston Neighbors Helping Neighbors, Riker Hill Art Park, Livingston First Aid Squad, Shiv's Third Eye, Community at Livingston, Camuso activities such as cleanup and decorating, Community Block Party, the Veterans Social, the YMCA Bike Event and Wrapping Christmas Gifts, the Police Party, the St. Philomena Parish with events such as car wash, barbecue, making cards, wrapping presents, Youth Appreciation Week. When I was sworn in as mayor last year, you guys did the food and served the food for the township annual reorg, and Ed, they'll be doing it again this year, this great volunteer group. They also shadow the adaptive recreation coordinator in the summertime. Livingston's, they do the annual 4th of July celebration, and they help Nick Santinelli, who I call Saint Nick, and helping bring food and cookies to Newark and helping organize the pantry. So you have seen them before. They started, and Sally, maybe you could fill us in when you started in Livingston, and I believe the first in New Jersey is you founded. A group that's now 100 years old, that started in California, and you just have the best young adults. I know Jen Walker, Corinne, I have people who have had experience with your group, not in a bad way, they don't have to babysit is basically what they were saying, is that the kids are tremendous and they do a great job and their heart's in the right place. And I know the charity events with this group is always very well vetted of what you're doing. I know there's different gradations, and I see my wife here, the First Lady here, who has been with the group since the beginning. And I know you two work hard together, and I know Lori, in that respect, always kind of, being married to me, knows with what's going on in town and where help is needed. And Sally, you and the young adults are always there. I mean, I know you put things out and you get 8, 10, 20, responses of "I'll help." And I think that's what our town's about. I always think we have the best volunteer town in the state, maybe the country, and we just have you in here today. And we wanted to just give you a citation for what you've done over the past year, the past 3 years, maybe raise public awareness of what your group does in case other people want to join. And same thing with Connie for the Young Men Service League, the YMSL, the Livingston chapter. I know you do tremendous work as well. If you want to come up and say a few words about what the young men are doing, I know both of these are mother-daughter and mother-son. So I would be excluded of this whole thing. So, but yeah, I think was I the only boy invited to the tea? The NCI. Oh no, Ed came. You were in the building, but
I came to the tea. I came to the tea and had a lovely time last year as well. So I was. I
think it was the year before you were.
The year
you were
before.
married. You were 22, right?
No. I came last year. I think it was.
Okay.
Not this past year. I came last year and I served tea and had some nice cookies and saw the awards and the speeches and all that. So it was lovely to be there.
Yes. And here's cookies again. And thank you, Ed. And Ed, yes, Ed and I were very impressed with the great work you do.
One thing, and
Yes.
Sally, I don't know if the list had Summerfest, but I remember seeing you guys doing a lot of work in Summerfest. It was there?
It was not. Thank you.
Summerfest, you guys were there, right? I saw you guys. Amazing. Awesome
Yeah.
job.
Yes.
See, it doesn't go away. It remains in the memory.
Yeah, thank you, Kate. And yes, this is a rudimentary list. You could talk about more, and I'll come down. Let me just read you a citation that we have for you. And this is the National Charity League, NCL North New Jersey chapter, and founder Sally, who helped create a mother-daughter philanthropic organization that makes positive change by serving communities together and helping those in need within the Township of Livingston and surrounding communities. NCL fosters the mother-daughter relationship through an ongoing commitment to philanthropy, culture, and leadership. Their vision is to connect hearts, hands, and minds so that every community thrives. Thank you for all you do. So I'll give you this. Thank you very much. And let's see. Anyone want cookies? Sean's going to point. Is this on? Okay, here we go. Thank you. So I have this, I could put this up here.
I'd like to thank everyone for giving us the opportunity to serve the Livingston Township community. The North Jersey chapter is what Al just mentioned, is the dedication to fostering the bond between the mother and daughter relationship through the ongoing commitment to the philanthropies and cultures and leadership. Our vision is to connect our hands, hearts, and minds to ensure everyday community thrives. And also would like to give a special thanks to Lori, who's been my sidekick, who's been helping us get all these great philanthropy activities in town to help us because of Al. Thank you. Like Lori will call me and say, hey, Sally, we got this. Can we put this on a calendar? And I say, sure, we'll get the girls. So thank you so much for the town, and thank you, Lori, so much for being my sidekick too, for all this and helping us thrive through the town. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sally. Do you want to take a photo all together with the plaque? And guys, want to stand up back here? Wow, this is great. We have a large group, and there's a lot more. There's a lot more. So probably on a,
We're about 180.
180. And we're full.
7 times 2,
Can't take anymore,
2, 140.
right? And you're like, our class is at capacity.
Like 2028 is capacity. Ninth grade is full.
Full. So if you want to join, you,
Ninth grade cannot join.
wow, wow. And about 140 girls
Yes.
in Livingston? Amazing. And it only, I think, thank you, Andy.
No, just the girls.
It's 140 students and then also with moms?
No, with the moms, I think it's about.
70 and 70.
It's about 70, 70.
There you go.
There's 70, 70.
Yeah, but we're capped, so no one could come, yeah? Yeah, like we had to get in on the ground floor, we've never been in.
And started 2020, no, in Livingston, I think, thank you, Andy.
It's for April 2021.
Okay, so in 3 years, 70, and as Sean pointed, and 70 moms. And you're everywhere. And that does say NCL in there. All right, okay. That logo. All right, so here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you want to come on my side?
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Share the cookies. Oh, no, they don't take. I think he needs training. He'd like to learn about it. So one should eat contact circles. He's valeting tonight. He's at, the one in Floral Park. It's at, Brookdale.
It is great.
Yeah.
And I think it's
Yeah.
yeah, I remember that.
His name's Chris. But he, he's valeting
Okay. Connie, you want to come up and we'll talk about, okay. So next one, the Young Men's Service League, again, another great group that focuses on moms and sons, which is awesome. Yeah, come on. I'm just going to read this one. It just says, founder Connie Brees we thank you for bringing mothers and sons together in service of those in need for our communities, embracing the full spectrum of humanity and responding to the needs of the community partners, which enables mothers and daughters to build stronger connections, learn, and develop a legacy of leadership and compassion. Thank you for all you do. Here's the microphone right there, if you just want to.
Sure. Okay. First of all, I just want to say thank you for this recognition, and it's actually mothers and sons, not mothers and daughters, but Young Men's Service League is just that. It's a national organization of mothers and their high school sons that serve their communities and learn leadership skills as they run their chapters. Just so happens that Sally and I were starting both of these chapters at the same time, and we would reach out to each other and bounce things off each other as we took that journey of starting the chapters. But yeah, moms and high school sons, and we do community service with some events with Livingston Neighbors Helping Neighbors and other outside communities. So,
Neighbors Helping Neighbors, and
yeah.
You do a lot of outside towns.
We
too,
do,
outside
but Pillar Care, is Pillar Care in Livingston? Pillar Care is in Livingston, so we do weekly events with them, actually, so, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You deal with David Bishop or the high school or the elementary school?
Elementary, yeah,
The one's on Old and one's on Oakner.
right, yes. His name's Tyler, anyway, every week. Mm-hmm. Yep,
Yeah.
so.
And you're the same with the 100 hours? No? Okay.
Yeah, the organizations are run a little bit differently. In YMSL, the boys have to meet a minimum of 20 hours per year, 20 volunteer hours, and also 3 out of 5 of the, 3 out of 5 meetings. So they also, they run their own meetings and learn leadership skills. So, yeah. They have a part in the chapter just like the mom does because, the moms are on the board running the committees. And in fact, Sally happens to be this year's president for the YMSL chapter. So she's got her hands in both.
You do a lot of stuff. And I do see the board members, moms, how hard all of you work.
Yeah.
So it's terrific.
Yeah, thank you.
For the moms too,
Thank
right?
you very much. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
beautiful,
there you go.
thanks.
Maybe we can
Okay,
get a picture.
awesome.
Guys, you wanna-
Yeah,
Yeah.
my group's a little smaller than Sally's.
Yeah, do you want
We don't have a big entourage here. Oh, yeah, and these are my high school sons.
Yeah.
Or at least one who's graduated YMSL. Yeah. Thank you, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Yes. Yes. That's right, that's right, thank you. Yes, perfect.
Thanks again. Thanks, Sally. See you, Denise. All right, next we are up to, there you are. Mayor Wellness Program, Jessica Kelly. Now, I've had the pleasure of working with Jessica. Actually, you do most of the work, and I help where I can. Jessica, and you want to explain the grant when you come up here? Yeah, great. So let me read this proclamation, and but just personally, just working with you has been such a pleasure. You know this stuff inside and out. You've actually, I won't steal the thing. I mean, you've set us up for something good in 2025, which you could announce. And let me just read this. But that has that in here. Do you want to explain it first? I'll read the proclamation. Yeah. Why don't you come on up and explain what the Mayor's Wellness Campaign is and how we're set up and the grant we received for the future. And the mic is.
All right, so just to introduce myself, my name is Jessica. I am the health educator for Livingston Health Department as well as our township. So I just want to give a brief overview of what the Mayor's Wellness Campaign actually is. So the campaign is led by the New Jersey Health Care Quality Institute in conjunction with the New Jersey State League of Municipalities. The campaign is another way for mayors as well as our council members to be and community leaders to be more involved in the health and wellness programs that we offer throughout the year during our community. The campaign began in 2006, and it's open to any municipality within the state of New Jersey to be a part of the campaign. Currently, there is over 400 municipalities that participate, and Livingston is now currently going to be one of those municipalities. We did sign up in 2024, and we are going to sign up again in 2025, where we will be implementing some of our new health and wellness initiatives through the campaign. Joining the campaign, we have access to various toolkits. So these toolkits will help us in implementing more health and wellness programs within the community. We also will have opportunities for grants and also lots of connections with local other health partners throughout the state of New Jersey. We do offer currently a lot of health and wellness programs within the Livingston community. These programs are not offered just through our local health department, but they're also offered through many wonderful organizations within the community. And by joining the Mayor's Wellness Campaign, we are just looking to expand on what we do and offer some new health and wellness initiatives. So by joining the campaign, we will be, like I said, offering some new health and wellness programs with a couple of focus areas for the year of 2025. So right now, our focus areas, we are going to be selecting 3 community health needs that we identified through various assessments. So one of those is going to be mental health. We've also selected physical activity. And we are still currently in the process of determining what our 3rd focus area will be for 2025. Throughout the year, we'll be offering, like I said, various initiatives to address these 3 focus areas. And also at the year's end in 2025, we will have the opportunity to designate Livingston as a healthy town through the campaign. So I'm going to be working very hard with our mayor to get us that designation. I think we do have a really great chance of being named a healthy town. And also just to talk a little bit about our grant that we received. So as part of the Mayor's Wellness Campaign, we have access to various grants and funding resources. So I was able to apply for a grant for 2025. This grant is awarded through the campaign, and it's funded by Walmart. So we were very fortunate to receive this grant for 2025. So this grant will allow us to expand our mental health programming. So the grant will fund any mental health initiatives that address substance use prevention, stigma, and partner violence or domestic violence. 47 municipalities throughout the state of New Jersey did apply for this grant, and Livingston was chosen as one of 11 municipalities to receive the grant funding. So for this 2025, we are planning to utilize the funds that we received from this grant in a variety of ways. So we're definitely seeking to expand as many and offer as many mental health programs and initiatives through our grant as we possibly can. So one of those would be mental health first aid training. So this training will be provided for township employees as well as community residents who are more likely to encounter somebody who could be experiencing a mental health crisis. So the mental health first aid training will provide them with some basic training on how to address anybody or assist them with any type of mental health crisis, or possibly if they're experiencing a substance use disorder or anything like that, or it could also be for any mental health challenge. About 4 million people have already received this mental health first aid training, and this program actually began in Australia in 2001 and is now an international program and is currently being offered in the US. And about 1 in 5 people experience a mental health challenge each year, so we're very happy and fortunate to be able to offer this first aid training. Another initiative that we will be implementing through the grant is a variety of mental health workshops. These workshops will be offered in conjunction with the Jewish Family Service of Metro West. So they're going to be offered for parents, and we're going to target different children of different age groups through these workshops. And they will be addressing various mental health topics that children might encounter. Also, we seek to target our homebound residents through this grant. So our rec department is going to be expanding and reaching out to homebound residents or some of our residents that have a little bit trouble getting to programs in person. So they're going to be able to bring programs to them in the home. So we'll be able to provide them with materials as well as Zoom platforms so they can participate at home in some of our wonderful recreation programs. And also, we are very fortunate that we can also fund the Arrive Alive DUI simulator. So this is going to be offered in conjunction with our police department and Livingston Public Schools. So it's going to give the entire sophomore class, a hand-on experience to feel what it's like to be under the influence of alcohol or a substance and drive a car. The car actually will not be moving, so they do not need a license, but it does make it feel like it is really moving. And any additional funds that we have left over through our grant will go towards brochures or other materials. We do participate in the township in a lot of events, so we'll be handing out materials at those events that address various mental health topics. And like I said, we are very fortunate and very happy to receive this funding that helps support our campaign. And I want to thank our mayor, Al Anthony, for getting me signed up in this campaign, encouraging us to participate in this, as well as our other council members that may be assisting with our initiatives that we are offering. And also, we do have a committee that is going to be meeting regularly, so I'd like to thank all of our committee members for their hard work and for serving on our committee to help make all these initiatives through our grant as well as our campaign happen.
Thank you so much, Jessica.
You're welcome.
That was terrific. And I'm so glad we're in this campaign and all the hard work you've done. This proclamation says, whereas the Mayor's Wellness Campaign is a statewide community health initiative that provides assistance to community leaders to help improve the health and welfare of their communities and make New Jersey towns healthier places to live, work, play, and age. And whereas by joining the campaign, Livingston will now have access to tools and resources to promote and thanks to you, to promote health and wellness, grant opportunities, connection to local partners, and the opportunity to be designated as a, quote, healthy town by the end of 2025. And whereas Livingston received the first ever Mayor's Wellness Campaign grant on November 19th, 2024, and was one of just 11 New Jersey communities chosen to receive the grant funding out of 47 municipalities that applied. And whereas this grant will allow Livingston to provide mental health initiatives within the community, including programs such as mental health first aid, mental health workshops, programs for homebound residents, and DUIs, and a DUI simulator. And whereas Jessica Kelly, health educator for the Livingston Health Department, will be leading a committee of representatives from organizations within the township in conjunction with the mayor to offer a variety of health, wellness programs, services through the campaign to increase what's offered currently. And whereas Jessica Kelly deserves thanks and praise for her dedication and commitment in securing the mayor's wellness grant for our community, now therefore be it resolved that I, Al Anthony, Mayor of the Township of Livingston, do hereby honor Jessica Kelly along with the council for your accomplishments to our community and the Township of Livingston. So congratulations.
Thank you.
And I'll come down there, we'll get a vote.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes pending corrections of the December 9th, 2024 regular and conference meeting meetings, as well as December 9th, 2024 closed session meetings.
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor? Any opposed? No.
I'd like to make a motion to open the meeting for public comments on agenda items only.
I'll second that.
Great, thank you, Michael. Any opposed? No, okay, good. All right, hey, Justin.
Hi, Mr. Mayor. Justin Alpert, 56 Amherst Place. Resolution 24277, increasing deferred local school district tax. Can we please pull that from the consent agenda for a discussion? Not really sure what that is about or what the implications are. Resolution 24279, authorizing an award of contract to Acuity. There was a brief discussion in the back room about what that is. Not sure if this replaces a contract with Piazza Associates, if Piazza is still involved. It would seem to me that if we're building all this affordable housing, that it would be really wise to keep the knowledge with respect to the laws and regulations about that in-house here in Livingston and have someone governing that contract as well. I don't know whether this replaces Piazza or not, but if this has anything to do with the actual rental of those facilities, we ought to bring that back into Livingston so we could keep that institutional knowledge here. So welcome you to pull that from the consent agenda for further discussion. Lastly, Resolution 24281. Contract for purchase of emergency communication consoles. This was also discussed in the back room and obviously seems necessary. Significant concern, though, because in the resolution it says, whereas Motorola Solutions has provided the attached quote for the needed upgrades. And of course, once again, the attachment is not attached. And if we're going to be doing these public hearings and you want public input, it would be supremely wise to include the attachments for the public to look at it. If the public can't look at it, then we can't input. So thank you on that matter. And while I have 2 minutes, welcome a conversation on 277 and 279.
Great, thanks. Barry, can you, on
Yeah, and the deferred school tax.
Yeah, the school tax. That's
Just so
277,
everyone knows.
thank
So this relates to the fact that the school operates on a fiscal year from July 1st to June 30th, whereas we bill and collect taxes on a calendar year. So this happens every year and happens in every school district in the state. Essentially, we pass their levy and their budget is based on their year. So we split up, and technically what we're collecting for them, we defer the second to the first 6 months of this year's taxes, if that makes any sense. But
So we make money on the float?
No, because we only collect it at the quarterly,
Okay.
when taxes are due.
All right, and 279? Acuity?
Are replacing Piazza and Associates as our affordable housing. In terms of bringing it in-house, we do have a municipal housing liaison who does, I think, the majority of the day-to-day work. That's why this contract doesn't exceed $15,000, but it's very specialized, understanding all the regulations and rules, and we found that this is the right mix to hire a professional firm to provide assistance and input to our municipal housing liaison, who is a town employee.
Okay, and any reason why the attachment wasn't attached in 281?
I'm not sure. I don't know what happened, but you want my copy?
Sure, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know why it would have not shown.
We all have it in our packets. Yeah. We got it, and it was emailed out, wasn't it emailed? It was emailed out?
The public doesn't have it on the packets. I downloaded this a couple hours ago, and it wasn't included. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Motion to close public comment?
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Okay. We are up to the passage of ordinances. We have one final hearing. Carolyn?
This is ordinance 32-2024, amending and supplementing Chapter 68 of the Township Code by expanding the public areas wherein residents may walk their dogs.
Open public comment.
Second.
Okay. We are now open for, do I need a roll call for that?
It's a
All in
vo- it's
favor?
a voice,
Good.
yes.
And any opposed? No, okay.
Hi, Mr. Mayor.
Hey.
Justin Alpert, 56 Amherst Place. Just want to rise to speak in favor of this. We should be a dog community. It's great to be a dog community. Realize that we are already in many ways a dog community. People bring their dogs out to the fields to enjoy a game and whatnot. I know when this was passed, we were talking about allowing access on the outside of the oval, but we ought to look at how people are actually using your dogs, using the fields with their dogs, and become an actually pro-dog community. If you go out to Boulder, Colorado, the dogs are treated like people. We could certainly do that here. And we should be very liberal with our application of how we authorize dogs in our public space. Again, everyone in this community is pretty much responsible for their dog. We wouldn't expect dogs with a vicious propensity or owners of dogs with a vicious propensity to bring those dogs out into the public the way other dogs may come out, but this is a very forward-thinking thing. And as we are building a greater, stronger Livingston community, this is a great addition. So thank you, and thank you to Councilman Klein for pushing this. Thank you.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Justin.
May I give this back?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, you can keep it. You want to keep it?
You can keep it.
Okay.
Great, thank you.
Motion to close public comment on this ordinance?
Second?
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Any opposed? No. All right.
Motion to move ordinance 32-2024?
I'll second it.
Okay.
Any discussion?
Any discussion, Julie? Is that-
Yeah,
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'll thank Councilman Klein for bringing this to our attention. Just 1 second, I just want to talk about is that this is only for the public area that is around the oval. So just as a reminder, the school properties which are not controlled by this council, I believe still do not permit dogs on the school property. So just a reminder to the public that it's only for the oval area this is for a discussion for.
Councilman.
So there were a couple of different versions of this ordinance that we did discuss, but the way, what we settled on was that we would be able to approve additions to dog-friendly areas by resolution. And so I don't think, this ordinance does not necessarily designate any specific area just yet, but it does allow us to have conversations and move forward. And listen, the reason, that I personally thought this was a good idea was because we've all been out, people do bring their dogs out to public areas, even if technically, it's not specified in an ordinance that that's allowed. But the dogs bring joy to everybody, and the kids come running around to say hi to these beautiful dogs and these friendly doodles everywhere and all the other kinds of dogs. And it just makes for a happier place with better neighbors, because when someone's meeting a dog, you stop and you say hello. And it's just part of, I think, a fabric of social glue. It's almost the antithesis of social media and being on screens. And I think that Livingston should try to make this town as dog-friendly as possible, and this is a good step in that direction. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Mayor,
Yeah.
Mayor, I'd like to join Councilman Klein and say thank you for bringing this. We are a dog-friendly town. There's no doubt about that. And even with today's ADA rules and regulations with service dogs, we wouldn't be able to kick them off of our property anyway. But you know what? Those people who did bring dogs, we didn't kick them off the property. We let them stay. So this is a great addition to our town with now a law on the books allowing residents to bring their dogs and enjoy our oval and our properties. So thank you.
Yep, I want to thank you. Thank you, Sean. It is, and thank you for the clarification. This allows us to designate dog-friendly areas by resolution in the future without going through the whole ordinance process, and I think that's a step in the right direction for a fellow dog lover as well. And I think Chip and Frankie have met each other. I know I was smooching with Chip the first time I saw him.
You also have dog, pets in the history of your family, right? You own a family business with, right?
37 years.
37 years.
Yeah, for people out in TV land, my dad owned a pet store for 37 years. I worked there. Here and there, I put away inventory and stuff like that. But we've always been dog lovers. We were big on Sheltons, miniature collies, Shetland sheepdogs, and my dad went into that after accounting. He loved dogs so much. He went into the pet store business. But wait, Michael, did you want to?
Mayor, can I just say one more thing? Is that my wife Gabby will love this new ordinance, because I've told her you cannot bring our dog to any Livingston property, and I've actually forbade her. I says it's against the law, and I cannot be caught breaking the law. And but now once we get this approved, I think my wife will also be happy. I'm sure, and maybe my dog can meet yours, Mayor.
They've never met.
And by the way, my dog actually likes water. Mine's a Portuguese water dog. Mine will actually go into the water.
You've seen the antics with my dog at the doggy dip.
On a semi-serious note, we're going to move forward and try to get some resolution done to just actually now create, space that designates where dogs are going to be allowed, and this will be an ongoing discussion in the community. And we want to hear from people. If there are areas where it makes sense to do this that we're not thinking of, please let us know.
Yep, I think it's great for the community. Okay, we are.
Roll call.
Oh, roll call.
Councilmember Book-Tani,
Happily, yes.
Viera,
Yes.
Klein,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinhardt.
Yes.
Mayor Anthony.
Yes. Now we are up to the consent agenda for resolutions. The matters listed with an asterisk are considered to be routine and non-controversial by the council and will be approved by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a member of the governing body so requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered in its normal sequence on the agenda as part of the general orders. Is anyone need anything removed from here? No? Okay, Carolyn, all together.
Resolution 24-277, increasing deferred local school district tax. Resolution 24-278, authorizing the award of a contract to Mott McDonald LLC for PFAS Phase C. Resolution 24-279, authorizing the award of a contract to Acuity Consulting Services LLC. Resolution 24-280, authorizing approval of change order number 2 with Topology NJ LLC. And lastly, Resolution 24-281, awarding contract for purchase and installation of emergency communication consoles, services, and equipment to Motorola.
Great. Anyone
I'll
wanna
make a
move
motion
them?
to approve all the resolutions on the
Second.
consent agenda.
Okay. All right, any opposed?
Councilmember
Yep. roll call.
Book-Tani,
Yes.
Viera,
Yes.
Klein,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinhardt.
Yes.
Mayor Anthony.
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to open the meeting to public portion on any subject.
All right.
I'll second.
Second. All in favor? Yes. Any opposed? No.
Hi,
All right,
Mr.
hey,
Mayor.
Justin.
Justin Alpert, 56 Amherst Place. On behalf of the entire community of Livingston, and as a founding member of the Livingston Mayor Al Anthony Appreciation Society and Supper Club, and of course as a fellow Sagittarius, congratulations on a good year, and thank you for leading us through this year. And
Thank you, Justin.
that's all.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
That's all, folks. All right.
all, folks.
Thank you, Justin. And thanks for all your comments throughout the year. I appreciate it. Any, Ina? No?
Nope.
Peter? No?
Motion to close public portion?
Second.
All right. All in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? No. Okay, so we are going back into no, wait, what are we? Oh, these things. All right. Sorry, Michael. I'm moving it along. All right, Adam. Right? We did. We're up to reports of township officials.
I don't have any reports at this time.
Rumor has maybe asked. Yeah, nothing? Okay. Barry?
Just a couple. One, thank you to the council and I think the community. Our utility engineer, Nathan Kirchhoff, our engineer, Jeanette Hardaby, Rocco Marucci. One of the resolutions we had is Phase B of our PFAS treatment, just for the benefit of the public. The first phase, and you may have seen construction underway, including the road being all dug up on across from Harrison School and running down Livingston and down Congressional. That's all part of the first phase, which will provide PFAS treatment for a number of our wells. This Phase B is 3 more of the wells. In addition, one update, as the public is probably aware, we joined a class action lawsuit from which we expect to get significant proceeds. We got an update from the attorney that hopefully they will begin distributing funds in the first quarter of 2025. So we're getting that much closer to having all our wells remediated and getting our water quality completely free of these chemicals. Second, on behalf of the police department and the dispatchers, thank the council for approving the Motorola contract. It's much needed and obviously critical infrastructure for our first responders. Would again just wish the entire community happy holidays, whatever holiday everyone celebrates. I hope it's safe and joyous and a lot of family time. And then finally, a happy birthday wish tomorrow to our own Assistant Township Manager, Adam Lerner.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Adam. Wait, another Sagittarian? No. Wow. All right, Justin. I saw Gray Bells and it says Sagittarian. What a group. Okay, thank you, Barry. Russ.
Just that we're working on an ADA project under community development to submit an application for the community center. to maybe do some improvements to the accessible doors.
Awesome. All right, thanks, Russ. Barry, the PFAS, you said 2020, when do we expect everything to be online and be?
Well, I will, and I should have
free of
mentioned that. I actually was speaking with Councilman Klein earlier. I'm going to get an updated timeline from Nathan and Jeanette with our contractors, and we will, I think, put something together to put not only on the website, social media, but then perhaps even have a presentation at a council meeting in January outlining exactly which wells are going to go online and when we expect completion. So that'd be important for the public to know.
Okay, fantastic. All right, Russ, let's see, Julie?
No reports tonight, Mayor.
Okay, great. Karen?
Nothing for me, thank you. But happy birthday, Adam.
All right. Let's see, Caden?
Thank you, Mayor. Yeah, I'll start with that. Happy birthday, Adam. Yeah, I think first I would like to just give a big shout out to our DPW. Town looks clean. Leaves have been picked up. Roads are all clean. Really did a good job. I know a lot of people really took that advantage of the last pickup, and they did run through very nicely on the streets, and I could see pretty clean streets out there. Back again, we have the whole street back to us. And the big opening, I think that was a little open up, right? I think that was something that was really... Lidl, yeah, that's I thought that's what I said. But Lidl, right, that's opened up. It's amazing to see the long-awaited opening. But yes, happy holidays to everyone celebrating. I know a lot of parties are already happening, and council has been attending many of these volunteer organizations. But to everyone, happy holidays and enjoy the time off. Thank you, Mayor.
Great, thanks, Kate. Michael, what do you got?
Thank you, Mayor. Just a couple of things. I had the honor on Sunday attending, along with you, Mayor, a SIWA event. And that, again, was also with young volunteers. It was wonderful to see, especially today with the two organizations, the National Charity League and the Young Men's Service League, how young they're learning to become volunteers. That's so wonderful because this is a town of volunteers, and it's really nice to see young people beginning their volunteerism, because you know what, as they learn young, as they mature and get older in life, they're going to continue volunteering for whatever town they live in, whether it's Livingston or wherever they live. So it's great that these organizations do exist. I also want to thank and recognize all the Camuso elves who have put a wonderful display over at our gazebo area with the Camuso display. Just want to thank them. Just want to mention a couple things. Today, which is Wednesday, there was supposed to be hot chocolate with a police officer, but because of the rain, it was canceled. It will be tomorrow night. That will be hot chocolate with the police officer. I believe that starts at 6 o'clock or 6:30. Look on the website for that. December 20.
I'm sorry, tonight was supposed to be 5:30, it's not the same time?
It could be the same
I
time.
had 5:30 tonight, but I figured it was raining, and it was
Yeah,
canceled,
it was
right?
canceled,
Yeah,
so, and
yeah.
they're making it for tomorrow.
Okay, thanks.
So let's assume it's the same time, 5:30 tomorrow. The 21st, which is Saturday, is the first responders. Camuso, they're bringing Santa in, and they have, I believe, train rides, hay rides, and a lot of good things for children. So that's on Saturday. On December 26th is the Hanukkah lighting. That's at 5 o'clock. So the first responders start at 6:30. On the 26th, the Hanukkah lighting starts at 5 o'clock. Again, I just want to wish everybody happy holidays here in Livingston and anywhere. And again, happy birthday, Adam. Thank you.
So just a couple of points. I don't want to be too repetitive, but I had gotten a very nice invitation from Abhishek Gangwal, who was part of that SIWA group. I had spent some time with him. We've worked it out so that we are in the same Pick It Up Livingston entourage when we've been doing those last few years, and he wanted to invite me to help celebrate his volunteers, and that was very sweet of him, and I was sorry that I couldn't make it. Had a little health issue. Doing okay now, though. Both things. That was both. All right. Anyway, sorry. And then also, and I wanted to also say thanks so much to the Camuso Elves. The display looks incredible this year, and wish everyone very happy holidays.
Thank you, Sean. Appreciate it. Ed?
Thank you. I'll just, real quick, 100% thank you to the DPW. They always do a great job, no matter what season it is, especially this season. Do a great job. The Camuso Elves always do a great job as well, so we thank all of their volunteers. I sat on the planning board this past year. My last meeting was last night. Just want to thank everybody on that planning board. It's a very, very important group, dedicated group, and they put in some long hours, so it was really nice to be part of it this year. I can't help but, notice and point out that I think it's symbolic that Christmas and Hanukkah start on the same day this year. So I think it's just kind of a nice way to have the holidays this year. It's hasn't been that way in a long time, so wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and a Happy Hanukkah. Adam, happy birthday. And last but certainly not least, a big thank you to Mayor Anthony for leading us this year in a wonderful year, and very much appreciate all the things that you did this year and the sacrifices, your family time and all that you put in as well. So congratulations on a great year.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Ed. I don't know if anyone noticed, my wife ran out of here because the last 2 times I made it Lori Anthony Day, and she does not like the spotlight, but she was here with a very great group tonight, and ran out to go pick up our daughter. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us up here. And I do want to thank the council and Barry and Russ and Adam and Julie more than Jared and and Carolyn. Our bills were so good tonight. Terrific job tonight. For a very enjoyable year. It's been terrific, and it's fun stuff up here. And I always like when I think someone once asked me what's one of your favorite things is when we do those presentations and proclamations, and we get to meet some of the best in the town that volunteer and give up their time to make us a better town all the time. And I think we always get better and better. Thank you, Caton. The Lidl was an event. That was 7 in the morning. 7, yeah. People were in line at 4:30, hundreds of people. There was a giveaway, right, for the first person. Yeah, that's right. And it was same amount? One was 100. I think first may have been 100. There was giveaways for the first group, and it's a great addition to the town. We're glad it's finally open. We did have the Joy Do ribbon cutting, which is a great facility out on Regent for autistic adults, and providing work experience, real-life work experience, where they have like 40 different stations there, and they'll contract with other bigger companies to do the work out of that location. If Poonam is out there, I did make the Livingston Symphony Orchestra, which was awesome. It was really good. Christmas and Hanukkah tunes and everything. It was held at the Heritage. And thank you, Michael. The SIVA, I think it's SEVA, that one. Yeah, it looks like Siwa. But SEVA and Abhishek, that was really nice. They gave their annual awards, end of the year awards, and to see all these kids, just like we saw tonight, as Ed always says, it makes you feel good about the future of our town, of our country. So I think that, and DPW shout out. I checked with Barry. Barry, those beautiful snowflakes that are around town. DPW is responsible, and Lori Patino helped with that whole process. Want to give her a shout out.
People may have noticed we got a refresh in all our street holiday decorations, both new banners and the light-up snowflakes. The older ones had served us well, but they were all falling apart. And so a big shout out to my assistant, Lori Patino, who kind of did the yeoman's work on that, and certainly recognizing the committee that had handled it in the past. And Public Works will maintain them, and I think they look great. So.
They do. Thank you. And I think, Kate, and you had said the DPW, everyone said DPW. Shout out to them. And finally, the Camuso Elves. That's just a centerpiece of town here. It's gorgeous over there, and thanks to all the elves who put in the time. So anyway, we are going to go not to the back room, back to the conference room, and finish our conference meeting. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.